Hello, my beloved friends. So, I welcome you all in the love and in the light of the one Creator. In today's session, I actually was supposed to channel the Galactic Federation, and over the past few days, I had been trying to maintain contact, but somehow, I was not able to contact them in the previous few days, and many of you had sent me emails, messages, stating what has happened. Many of you also stated, like, did the Illuminati get me or something like that? But no, actually nothing has happened. The Galactic Federation, I don't know. Okay, something was going on with them also, and in this session they have stated that there is a certain intrusion or a certain elemental that has like come to my area, okay, and it is near a area. They have also given us the exact location. Furthermore, they have said that in the previous session, okay, now those of you who always watch the videos, you may have noticed that in the previous session with the Galactic Federation, they had made a certain error during the transmission, okay. Instead of saying June, they said July. So this is because of the intrusion from a certain elemental, they are saying, okay. And this session could very well, I hope this does not happen, it could very well be the last session from me, okay, from me for the Galactic Federation. This could be the last session for the Galactic Federation if I don't perform the banishing ritual properly. The ritual that they have said that I need to perform in this session, they have also given a ritual, okay, a banishing ritual, in order to remove any negative entity from my surrounding area. And I think it will be very helpful for those people who want to use this ritual. And this ritual is actually very like intricate. I will explain to you after the session. And they have also stated, okay, like, I wanted to ask about Mars war, but they cannot give any further information until and unless I cleanse this area, they are saying, okay, because this elemental is trying to intrude upon the contacts being made. And listen to the session, after which I will explain to you in detail what I understand. So here is the session.
We are the Galactic Federation of Light, and we greet you, beloved, in the love and light of the One Creator. From our Saturn Council, we are communicating today. Before we start sharing our thoughts and insights, please use your discernment and only accept those thought form sequences that resonate with your heart. We as the Galactic Federation communicate now. And as we observe your planetary sphere rotating into the positive vibrations, we feel pleased that many entities on your planetary sphere are awakening to the truth within. And in the upcoming days, we can sense a huge surge of new awakenings taking place on planet Earth. This surge of awakening will grasp each entity who is ready to awaken and move upward into the density of higher consciousness, learning and understanding those principles which were kept hidden from your people for a long period of time-space. This will cause many entities to enter into a shocking reflection of not being alone in the universe. which will tempt such souls to ponder inside, and an inner awareness will begin to take place within the hearts of such entities, creating a new wave of consciousness. Many entities on your planetary sphere will soon begin to understand and tap into these realities that have been hidden for many of your people and are not able to accept or access these other realities because of a blockage that they have created on their mind complex based on their strict belief systems, which many disagree to transform and change. As the perceptions begin to change, many people whose mind complex were strictly focused on one aspect will begin to now look at things with an open perspective, because the enormous amount of data information complex that has been released before your people and is going to be released in the future will be enough for many entities who are asleep to awaken to what is happening behind the veneer of your planetary sphere. This will trigger a massive spiral of awakening of your planetary sphere, allowing many entities to undergo a process as known in your language sequence as the dark night of the soul to an intense degree. Just like the seasons changing, people will change on your planetary sphere. Many entities will change, and those who were so-called non-believers will become believers using their own free will. This is a critical moment in your time space, and in the coming days and the coming months will seem to be the most critical for your people. Furthermore, we as the Galactic Federation are here today to answer a query placed by this instrument's mind complex regarding the latest update of the Martian War. However, we cannot share this information today because we have sensed a certain intrusion that has been attempted by a later phased fifth density entity's mind complex thought forms that has attached itself to an elemental, which is now located at this instrument's house at around a degree of 30 towards the left side of this instrument's house, wherein this elemental is being used by the fifth density Orions in order to attempt intrusion upon this instrument's communication with us and with other entities. However, we can sense that this entity has not been successful in the previous communication sessions to intrude. Some distortions were added, however, such as there was an error on our part on the previous working session, wherein we mispronounced the date as being July, when in essence it was June. Hence, we would request this instrument, upon realizing this mistake, to correct it by sharing this message amongst the humanity complex in order to understand that this intrusion attempt had caused this error. This is the only error we can detect as far as the communications made by this instrument. Furthermore, upon scanning this instrument, we would recommend this instrument to perform a banishing ritual, which will protect this instrument from the effects of this negatively oriented elemental, which is being controlled by the Orions to intrude upon this instrument's contact sequence. This is being performed in order to stop this instrument from maintaining contact with us. However, this instrument also has the free will to end this contact with us and with other beings. Thereby, it will stay protected from any of the negative influences. Furthermore, if it so desires to continue in the service to the One Creator, it may continue using its free will to maintain contact with us. However, before we share any information pertaining to any of the queries in the future, this instrument must perform the banishing ritual in the room upon which this instrument has been performing the sessions of contact with us. In the following action sequences, firstly, take 5 cups of water in a container and then boil it until it reaches its boiling point, and keep it in this state for the next 5 minutes. After this, let the water subside to a normal temperature and then take some salt and sprinkle the salt in a straight line outside the base of the window of this instrument's room of contact without breaking the chain of salt. And follow this banishing ritual by calling upon the One Creator by saying the vibratory sound distortion sequences as I am a sub-creator of the One Creator, and I am calling upon the One Infinite Creator to bless this salt and allow the other counterpart entities who are also serving the One Creator in the negative polarization to accept this offering and to take this offering. Furthermore, after performing of these action sequences, this instrument must then take the water and expose it to love and light energies for 5 minutes and sprinkle this water on top of the salt that was laid down prior. Then this entity must leave the resulting for 24 hours and not conduct any sessions within the next 24 hours. After this period expires, this entity must take second density vegetable known as in your language sequence as garlic. And then after 24 hours, sprinkle the garlic upon this resulting product and swipe the salt residue and collect it into a container, which then must be burnt by this instrument, which will cause any negative entities to leave the area and banish them. Therefore, beloveds, we would recommend this instrument to follow this procedure if it wishes to maintain contact with us using its free will. We are the Galactic Federation, and we are always here in order to protect and to serve the One Creator. We leave you now. Bye.
So my friends, after watching the session, I hope you also understood that a certain elemental has, is near my house. Okay, now near my house I have like a bamboo. I will show you. Okay, I have a bamboo thing. Wait. Okay, so they were saying that that is the bamboo shrub, and the Galactic Federation said that I believe the elemental is residing in that bamboo. shrub, okay, at this moment. They said that, at a 30-degree angle from my house, there is this elemental residing over there, and it is being controlled by thought forms from the Orions. So this usually happens whenever you are working with something to do with love light energies, and something, whenever you are going in a positive direction, some negative will try to intrude you. Okay, this is what is happening over here. Now, I have never heard this problem happen to any other channeler. Okay, I have never heard about it, but I don't know why it happens with me. But anyways, this elemental is in a bamboo shrub, which I just showed you, and it is there. Okay, they are saying it is there, and it is being controlled via thought forms by the Orions, and in order to intrude upon my sessions. Okay, so whenever I am maintaining contact, it would intrude by adding its message, they are saying. But thankfully, there was only one message which had been intruded, and which was the last session, and only a certain only a small error was there. Okay, instead of mentioning June, they had mentioned July. So this is what they said. If I don't banish this area, the messages that may come in the future sessions may be intruded in a similar manner. So I need to perform the banishing ritual. And also, for the banishing ritual, I remember from the session, they said that I need to boil some water. If possible, okay, I will also film the process. If you want to, just leave a comment down below. If you want to see the process of the banishing ritual, I will film it when I do it, if you want to see it. Okay, otherwise, I will just do it on my own. So they said that we need to take some water, boiling water, boil it for 5 minutes, and then take some salt and sprinkle it in a straight line below the window. So this is the window of my room. This is the room where I have been maintaining contact for the past 6 months, and they have also stated a certain kind of thing to say after placing the salt. They said that, I remember they said something about I am the creator and I call upon negative entities to take this offering, or something like that. Okay, I need to see the exact transmission before I do that. And they have also stated that to leave this for 24 hours and not to perform any sessions in the next 24 hours. So yeah, I will do that as soon as possible. And if you want to see a video of me performing this banishing ritual, then leave a comment. Okay, I will make a separate video so that it will help people to understand the process in the future. And anyways, also one of the things that I need to say is that I think this method works for banishing other elementals or other entities that are affecting people's home. Okay, so if you are thinking of protecting yourself, and if you believe that your house is infected or is being attacked by some negative entities, you can use this banishing ritual, I believe. Okay, and they have said that within 24 hours, I don't know how it works, but they have said that within 24 hours the negative entities will, I believe, take the offering. Okay, I believe they like salt and water, I don't know, and the residue must be collected in a container, which must then be burnt, which will cause any negative entities to go away from the area. So I'm going to do that ASAP, to cleanse my future channeling sessions. And I hope this is not the last message from the Galactic Federation, because that would, I mean, if I am not able to perform properly, they said that they will not maintain contact. So I hope I am able to do this. I hope this is not the last message. And anyways, thank you so much everyone for watching the video, and also thank you for supporting me on Patreon, and see you soon in the next sessions. See you there.